Yo, hey everyone, I hope you're having a blessed day today, and we're back here with some more. Well, in today's video, we're going to be creating 3 real football or soccer characters, whichever you prefer to say. Now, keep in mind, I just want to do a little disclaimer is that I did the best of what I could. I know some of you guys are going to be like, some of these builds are trash. I respect that. You know what I'm saying? It's not really my area of expertise, but I tried. So yes, if you go on Google and you searched up what are the 3 most searched up soccer players or football players on Google, it will show the 3 characters that I'm about to put in this video. So without further ado, let's hop into the first one. Now, I want to say, guys, in no way, shape, or form is this like order. I didn't search up that or anything like that. So I just put them in this order just when I made them. Not that there's anything special about it. I'm not trying to be biased. That's all I'm trying to say. I don't want you guys to come and attack me. Anyways, you have your first slot, Neymar. So let's go ahead and hop right into it, guys. And I'm going to be explaining a couple of things, so just stay with me, all right? So with the first thing we have going here, right? Let's click on body. I'm going to be explaining why this is the body choice. So let me just break it down for you guys. Stay with me. To get these things, these wraps on your wrists, I'm gonna be pointing at them on the screen right now. You have to have this body type. I know it sounds crazy. And on top of that, he only uses one wrap on his wrist. Yeah, that's from the pictures that I've seen. Let me just show you what it looks like if you do any other build other than this build. So if you look at the wraps, right? If you look at my hands, it does the fingers as well on this build, this build, this build, this build, this build, this build, and this build, and finally that build. But on this one only, it makes them kind of fade away. We don't know why stuff like that happens, right? But the exploit is right there. I honestly think if you don't want the wrist wraps, then you can just take them off, and then you can use a more, how should I say, muscular build / slim, sleek. But if you want those wraps on your wrist, you can use this. Just a little side note. So for the skin, this is the skin that we're going with right here. Now let's go ahead and move on to head, okay? So let's go to face preset, okay? And this took me a minute, but guys, I asked Google, I was like, what type of eye color does Neymar have? And they said he has green eyes. So this is the face settings that I have here. I know this might take a little second to jot down, and that's if you care. And I know a lot of the running is just like you're not seeing the player's face a lot, so it's up to you. So we're gonna go on to the hair. I know this is kind of mixed emotions. I know this is kind of very up high, and he does not have this much. It's not this crazy and frilly up top. But it was very hard. I really wanted to get this one, but there was no way to kind of get the tip of the top of highlighted there. And this, I felt like it was too much. You can use this one if you want to, guys. Truly, once you get in there, you can use this one, this one. You'll definitely see, if you don't like this one, you'll see other options. But still, for the hair, we went with primary, this brown, and we did put on hair tips, okay? And then we put this type of blondish yellow. Just to show you what it looks like, this is what he looks like when he's running. This is why I ended up going with this one, because whenever he's running, he's got that blonde tip of his hair at the top. So I thought, okay, it's good. It's good enough. All right, like I said previously, they said that he had green eyes. So this is the eye. This is the scalings that I have right here, and then also the color that I have right here. For eyelashes, it's just this. This is the eyebrow. We went with a square. Now look at the detail real quick, okay? Now if you look, this is our eyebrow color, okay? And now look at this, bro. You see the slit right here on his eye? Okay, I saw the detail there. I was like, man, I can't pass up on this. And so this is what we went with the beard. It's called 3-Day, okay? And this is also the beard color. I know it's a little bit different than the original, but it was just so that, basically, guys, I'm just trying to say that he kind of has not that much of a very bushy beard. So I kind of wanted to make it fade a little bit. So that's why I picked a lighter color to make it kind of fade a little bit. Because if you see right here, it kind of fades, get closer to the shade of his own skin. And that way it fades a little bit. So that's why I did 2 away from the original. Let's go ahead and move on to equipment. So let's go ahead and go to the color here. I just want to say, color patterns, so difficult to do for real characters, even blue light characters. It does not matter. It's just very, very difficult. You have to find it. So for the primary, we went with this yellow right here. And I'm making sure I'm putting up on the screen the actual what I was going for. All right. I promise I'm not just doing this blindly. In secondary, we went with this blue right here. And then details, we went with this green so we can get that, the color right here, green. Let's go ahead and move on to top right here. So the top, we have casual. Yes, sir. And no pattern, actually, if you believe it or not. Pants, we have relaxed for these shorts right here. No pattern as well, believe it or not. I know, right? And then we have the number here, of course. Yes, sir. Now let's move on to accessories. Let's go ahead and go to shoes. Okay, we went with the usuals. Now, if you look at the photo on your screen of him, I know he's rocking the Nikes. Okay, we don't have it in here yet, but the Nike symbol is white, and his bottom of a shoe, I believe, is black. It might be silver looking. I really don't know. Also, the primary of his whole shoe is really yellow, so that's what I went with here. So let me just go ahead and click on it. I really wish I could have been able to. It was difficult. You could really do these maybe, or even I believe it's these. I know these are pretty big and famous on Rematch as well. People are using it. It looks a lot more like normal cleats, but it's up to you. Anyway, let's go ahead and hop right into the primary color. This is the primary color that we went with. The secondary, okay, and then details. So it's pretty much all the same. And then they're all the same because the shoe on the usual pretty much just turns black at the bottom no matter what. So let's go ahead and move on to socks, bro. Okay, now me, I do Hardy all the time, but I looked at these in the sock and roll. I was like, wait a minute, these are kind of higher a little bit, and Neymar has pretty high socks. I cannot lie. I thought this is a good high ratio as well, but as you can tell, this one goes up just a tad bit higher. It's really on the knee a little bit, so I went with this one. But you can go with either or, up to you. Go ahead and go to primary. Primary is white. Secondary is white. Details are white. Now on to the cheese method. Let me stop. Okay, the gloves right here. You go to gloves. This is how I got the wrist wrap. It's kind of cool not to just leave their forearm and just their arm just lonely like that. So saw this. It's like this might be a low-key good idea. So look, you go ahead and click on fighter right here, and it's just white. Primary white. That's it. That's it. Now if you're not cool, if you don't like that at all, just go ahead and do nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's up to you. Well, that completes it for Neymar. Let's go ahead and move on to Ronaldo. I cannot lie. It's very difficult to say his name for whatever reason. I don't know. Let's go ahead and move on to the body and the body type. And this is the body type that we went with just because he's so muscular. You know, he's very tall and he's very muscular. Like, this guy be shoulder checking people like it's ease. Okay. Anyways, this is the skin that we went with right here. And another kind of like the Neymar thing with the wraps. This is kind of a little side thing that I found. You know, I was just thinking about it. If you come down here to freckles, you can see that he kind of has that mole that he has on his face in real life. I saw it right here and I was like, man, do they have that mole? Now I know he has the one on the top of his eyebrow over here on this other side, but let's go ahead and go to face presets at head. And so this is the head we went with. The face that we went with, and it's ash. Go here and just look at the details. This is actually pretty easier than the Neymar ones. There's not so many up and down. Let's go ahead and move on to hair, and I went with side swept. Let's go ahead and go into the color, the primary color. This is the primary color that we went with, and we did not do any hair tips this time. Yes, sir. Now these eyebrows, we went with round. I honestly believe that they look the closest to them. But yeah, and also the eyebrow color, you know, you got to keep it close to it. And then for eyes, this is the scaling that I did. And also I asked Google, what was his eye color, low key? And they said hazel. From what I understand, it's a mix between brown and green. And I know brown's right here and green's right here, but I was like, I went over from green and I was like, wait, kind of looks like it. I don't know. It just does. This is the eyelash size and shape, and also the color that we went with right here. Now let's go ahead and move on to equipment, low key. So I like to always go here to the patterns first. Okay, so let's go ahead and click on here. We have primary red, secondary white, and details white. Was a little difficult. It's always difficult, like I said. So look, we're gonna go to top. Okay, and this is the top that I went with. Okay, and you're gonna go ahead and click on patterns. Okay, this is where it got difficult because I was looking on this one for like the longest, and I was just basically, like I said, I have the picture up on the screen of what I was really trying to go for, and it was hard to get it all red and all red sleeve shirt and just his number on the back white. It was difficult. The way that the stuff is intertwined, it's difficult to do. I was literally spending hours trying to find this pattern. Like I almost gave up. So God bless, because I could not have done it on my own. Amen. Also, this is the pattern that we went with. So we're going to go ahead and go to under top. Okay, and we went with the slim. Okay, so that we can get the arm sleeves to come out, but also we don't really want it bothering us too much. As far as, like, these ones are shorter. These ones have the neck that is right here, and that's not really what we want. We want this clear neck, and we want the arm sleeves. And also, this is the pattern that we went with. Pants, relaxed. I always love doing relaxed, and this is the pattern that we went with as well. So let's go ahead and move on to accessories. Let's go into shoes. The usual. I love doing the usual. Okay. We went with primary red, secondary red, details red. Okay. Like I said, the bottom of the shoe on usual, it turns the bottom of the shoe black. And I'm pretty sure the bottom of the shoe is black. I'm pretty sure. Now let's move on to the socks. Okay. Now I know you're probably thinking, what in the world? So look, I'm going to put the picture up on the screen of what I was really just trying to go for. So, bear with me. So, I normally do a Hardy right here, but I saw these and I was like, wait, it has the black up top and the white at the ankle only. And I think he like wraps his ankle. That's why or something like that. Don't know. But I was like, I saw these and I was like, these might be the perfect ratio. But I know it's not as tall as we need it to be if the black was a little bit higher, I believe. I don't really have the picture in front of my face right now. But we can all dream, you know what I'm saying? We can all dream. So the color is primary black right here, secondary white, details white. And that's kind of how you get the top to be a different color, but you want the ankle to be right there, and basically the top and bottom to have a different color. But yeah. Just a little like the thing like the mole I kind of found in the game. Now that wraps up Ronaldo. Let's go ahead and hop on to Messi. Now I know what you guys are thinking. This looks nothing like him. But just stay with me, okay? I tried my best. I promise. Whenever you're running with him, it looks like it. At least to me. So let's go ahead and hop into it with the body type, and this is the body type that we went with. Let's go to skin that we went with. Let's go ahead and go to face. Okay, face preset. I know what you guys are thinking. This looks nothing like him, but I tried my best. So this is the face preset that we went with, and also these are the scaling that we went with on the face preset. So hair. Okay, I know it's difficult to say that this is the perfect hair, but I was looking at multiple pictures. Bro's been in the game for a minute. Okay, I didn't know really which one to do. It was kind of hard to do from the one that this jersey that I got from was. It's a lot. It's hard to explain, guys. It's a lot. But yeah, I decided to go with top brush actually because of the diversity. Some of these characters, two of these characters actually had the same hairstyle at first until I saw top brush. I was like, low key, I don't want to copy and paste. Anyways, this is the color of the hair, primary, and no hair tips at all. So let's go ahead and move on to the eyebrow. Short is the one that we went with. Let's go ahead and go to the eyebrow color. And also, like I said a little bit ago, I try to put it down from a couple down from the original per se, because I was like, I wanted to kind of fade a little bit so that it can kind of look a little, because his eyebrows was like thinning up, like maybe this one, but I also wanted like it was kind of bushier up here and less thin down here. It's kind of making sense. You picking up what I'm putting down? All right, now this is where the copy and paste started. I cannot lie. All right, 3-day is the beard. Yes, we also went with, because he has kind of a darker beard, I think. This is the beard that we went with. Also, I don't know if I put this in the video real quick. I'm so sorry. Searched up Messi's eye color, and it says he has black eye color, so it could be like this. In all honesty, I'm just going to go with the brown right here. And this is the scaling that we have and the eyelashes that we have. Also, this is the eyelash color. So also, if I didn't say already, this is the beard color. This color brown, I wanted it to be as dark as possible. Let's go ahead and move on to equipment. All right, you already know what we're starting off with. We're starting off with the color pattern, okay? Now, this was tricky. I know in the original, I'm going to make sure I put up the actual picture. And in the original, basically, the lines on the jersey were very, like, big and, like, few. It wasn't, like, this many, like, lines, but it was very hard to do, and this is the best I could come up with. So what we went with here is primary red, this color red, secondary, this color like blue down here, on details, this yellow right here, okay? It's for the tin on the back. Yes, sir. Oh yeah, just a quick little thing. Did you know that they have the same number, Neymar Messi? I didn't know that. And I also don't think I showed the jersey number 10, of course, on the back. After that, we're going to go ahead and go to top right here. This is the top that we went with, I know. Let's go ahead and click on it in the pattern here. And this is the pattern that we went with, classic stripes. It was kind of hard for me. I was trying to find a pattern that I could do to change the bottom hoofs at the end of the short, kind of like the shirt thing that I have, but I don't have some type of shorts that act like those shirts that I was just talking about. So yeah, this is the best I could do. And we have the number, yes sir. Let's go ahead and move on to accessories. Let's go to shoes. Okay, we go ahead, we're popping out the usual, and now I know it's very copy and paste. Okay, don't get on me, please. So let's go ahead and click on to the color right here. We got primary, this yellow, secondary, this yellow, details, this yellow. I know. Now we're here back to my OG socks. Yes, sir. Now I know at the in the picture that I'm showing right now, on his socks right now is like majority blue. And then at the top they have the red wrap. Couldn't really get like straight just wrap at the very top. It was like not from the choices that I have. So we went with, this is the best I could do. So we went with primary blue right here, and then secondary blue, and then details red. So guys, that's really it for today's video per se. I know that there's gonna be some people that just don't really like how it was made, and I completely understand that. I get that. You know, I had an idea, thought it might be good, and just tried my best at it really. And just, you know, let me know what you guys think in the comments if you like this or not. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Keep God first. Please do. Deal aggressively with your sin. Please do. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.